Welcome back to Talking Swift. My name is Meggles.
I'm Jess Rodolphe,
And I'm Rubee.
and this episode was recorded August 10th, 2026.
I guess we could start with the clowning because nothing happened.
Yeah, we all speculate something would happen yesterday since Taylor would be 89 and nothing happened.
Yeah, either yesterday or Friday because of 8/7. I saw more speculating for 8/7, but then because of Travis was going to announce something on 8/7, so then I think that shifted people's focus to
Did he
8/9.
announce anything?
Something with Six Flags.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Swifties were very sure something was going to happen on Friday. Some people even apparently set their alarms for Friday for clowns. But I mean, we still don't know what those three colors on Spotify meant. And we might not know for a long time or ever. I hope that's not true because people have pointed out what was this during the Reputation era, the green, red, and purple?
It's different colors for the camera reputation.
Like lenses.
Yeah, different lens things you can put over the camera.
Mm.
So I'm assuming it would have been during the Reputation era that this dropped.
Because this is the Reputation
Yeah.
camera.
And because they had a green, a red, and a purple lens cover, and those were the three colors of the weird Spotify change. I think we'll find out what this means. I just don't know how quickly we'll find out. She does
Yeah.
things 3 years in advance, so, like, who knows, this 3 years from now, we find
But
that
I
out.
mean, there was also the vinyls going to the store and Target.
Oh, right. I didn't have that anywhere in the news, but yes, that's right.
I didn't say anything about Target.
There was a leak
Oh my god.
with Target again.
4-disc 20th anniversary edition of Taylor of the
Mm.
debut. But like it didn't say Taylor's version.
No, that's what people are saying. They think that it's not gonna be called
Yeah,
Taylor's version
I
because of
didn't
that.
think it would be. That would be weird to call it that. I
I know.
honestly think it's going to be
Taylor's
called
version.
debut.
Maybe.
People I saw talking about thinking it's gonna be named Debut instead of Taylor Swift was because the merch, the summer collection dropped. It was called the debut tank top, the debut skirt, or like whatever. I think it was like
Oh,
debut album tank top or debut album skirt or something. So it's like they're actively calling it debut now.
okay.
So there was some kind of merit behind it. Taylor Swift, Taylor's
Mhm.
version does seem weird though.
Yeah.
It's a
That
lot.
it should not be called that for sure. But yeah, there was a leak about the Taylor Swift 20 years or something.
Which
I don't
20th
remember exactly.
anniversary 4-disc set, which
Mm.
that's also why they were speculating a lot for this week because it would be this month because debut came out in October. So that's why there's a lot of
Yeah,
speculation something's happening this month.
because people are still very sure that something's happening in October. And in order for the right amount of promotion to happen, something should be announced soon if it's going to happen in
I
October.
mean, Thursday's the 13th.
That is true. I mean, August just started, so although it's also going really fast
Mhm.
at the same
I
time.
know I start school next week. I'm trying to see if there's any other day that might be
Oh,
significant. She might announce it.
right. The other thing is that we still know about the like 250,000, is
Mm-hmm.
that the
Yeah, it was
number?
250,000.
Vinyls that are waiting. So we know something is coming.
I mean,
We just don't know when.
maybe the 20th she'll announce it. I mean, 20 for the 20th
Yeah.
anniversary. I can never remember what the date debut came out because so many albums came out in October.
It came out the 24th,
That's a
I'm
Monday.
pretty sure.
The 24th is a
Oh, the
Monday.
24th of
Yeah.
August? Yeah.
I'm like looking at August to see what.
The blank space is the 23rd.
Yeah, 23rd is Sunday. I don't think she would announce. Well, then again, she did announce Tortured Poets Department on a Sunday, so it was a Grammys, but still.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm looking at a calendar of August, like looking at what days be significant.
But another thing that people are speculating about now is there are rumors that there are dates being scouted in Europe for next year.
She said no.
This came from an actual source, though. I don't
That's
remember
interesting
what
because Taylor
the
said she wouldn't be going on
main
tour for
source.
3 years.
She didn't give that number.
She said something about she wouldn't be going on tour for a few years.
I think she said that she was tired and basically
No, she said
that
pretty
it
recently.
I never heard of that one then. The one I'm thinking of is when she was promoting Showgirl and talking about that, and that was like last
This
year.
was like
So it's already
pretty
been almost a
recently.
year.
I can't remember if it was shortly before the wedding. It was the runway before. It was the Hall of Fame. The
Oh,
runway of the Hall of Fame. They asked her about a tour, and she said she wouldn't go on tour for a few years. That
okay. Well,
she needed.
I never saw
Yeah,
that,
she
but
said she needed that the Eras tour took a lot of planning and a lot of undertaking, and she wanted a break for a few years before she thought of her next big thing for that.
there are dates being scouted in Europe for something. Maybe not a tour. Who knows what?
Unless she changed her mind, but I'm pretty sure it was the Hall of Fame.
I don't know. There's a lot of back and forth in the Swiftie-verse, and see, what I remembered was when she was talking about Showgirl, and she was asked about a tour, but that was already like almost a year ago. And she didn't give a specific timeline. She just said she was tired and that when she does do it again, she's going to want to do it right. And so basically, it'll be a while, but it's already been a year, and this isn't immediately. This is for like next year, but I don't know. I thought it was possible,
So the one I see last time she talked about it was in December, and she was talking like 3 years.
because I don't know, time is going by
Yeah.
fast. But if she does want to break, obviously, good for her. She should take a break. But if she is scouting, I don't know. I don't know what it's for. I don't know why Europe. That's also interesting that it's
I have a
specifically
feeling I know why Europe, because Ticketmaster has no control over the ticket market in Europe, and it's a way to force their hand to fix things if she only is willing to do a European tour.
That's true. Who knows?
Because that's a lot of lost
It's
revenue for them and pisses off a
yeah.
lot of stadiums and cities that are going to lose out on revenue, and that'll get a lot of pissed off Swifties, and we are known for getting reform to happen when we're pissed off.
That's true. I don't know.
That's
But it's
speculation,
just
but
like
that's my thought of why
yeah.
it would be Europe and not
Yeah.
here.
That's interesting. It's something we definitely should keep an eye on. We have no idea what it's for. People are clowning about the fact that Taylor Nation is a lot of their clips have been of Taylor as an adult and then Taylor as a kid, which obviously people are thinking, oh, that's leaning towards debut coming
I
out
don't think
sometime
so.
soon. You don't think so?
So I've always thought this, I haven't voiced it. I've always thought the 13th album was going to have something to do with Taylor's entire life, because 13 being her lucky number, I figured it would be something encompassing her entire life. So the fact that keeps showing things where her childhood is kind of reinforcing that idea to me.
I have seen a couple other people think that the 13th album is coming before debut.
Especially because those colors aren't debut colors. Purple's not debut.
That's
Like,
true.
if
That's very
purple
true.
is debut, it's lighter purple. It's not that dark of a purple. And I'm like, even when you think of younger Taylor, it's not that young of a Taylor. So I'm like, I really think
That's true.
it's the 13th album.
I had that thought today too when I was sorting the news. I was like, they think that it's debut, but it's not debut Taylor that they're showing. It's way younger, which isn't debut.
I feel like it's gonna be like called Childhood, or like Girl Smiles, or it's gonna have something to do with being a child. Girlhood joy, the joy of it's gonna be something about her childhood or being a little girl, or
Interesting.
that's just my thoughts.
I I could see that.
Yeah, I could see that too.
And I have a
Emma,
feeling it's going to be about like the different stages of her life because 13 has been with her entire life.
yeah, like the different times in her life where 13 was important. I like that. I like different milestones
Mhm.
of what 13 meant to her at different times of her life.
I mean, we know it was huge
I
for
can
her
see
during
it.
Fearless.
Yeah.
I could definitely see it.
The other thing is the red, green, and purple stair stepper in the Opalite music video. That's another red, green, and purple.
And we know that she's done this to us before because the frickin' showgirl colors were in Antihero. And we should know she plans her album colors.
Mhm.
Although we were thinking lilac.
Yeah.
Who the hell knows?
We'll have to see what Taylor does.
I don't know how her brain functions. I can't even begin.
The other thing is that Taylor went through a time where she was liking errors to her videos recently on TikTok.
As if she's reminiscing on a time
She might be just
on
reminiscing.
reminiscing on different times of her life. Not helping my theory there about what album 13 is about.
The other thing is Taylor Nation was very loud about the day before August in preparation for August. They were tweeting a lot of August references and stuff. So they've been very active.
They also changed that this is Taylor playlist on Spotify, that August is now the second song on it. It used to
Really?
be Elizabeth Taylor. Now after I Knew It, I Knew You, it is August. Alden was a little confused. He's like, "Where's Elizabeth Taylor?" And I'm like, "It's August, honey. August must play." And then Elizabeth Taylor started. But yeah, they changed the order of the playlist for this month. Actually, a lot of songs are in a different order on it right now.
Oh, wow. And the actual reel they posted that people are talking about with the clips of her as an adult and then her as a kid, it's part of the Opalite music video, which has the red, green, and purple thing in it. And then it goes to young Taylor. And like we said, it's a very young Taylor. And it's to the song I Knew It, I Knew You, which is interesting because it's the Opalite music video clip.
I think it's because the video she's doing it to, they're wearing the same outfit she's wearing in the video. Because I'm watching it on my phone. And what's interesting is, did no one point out, when's August 12th?
That's in 2 days. That's Wednesday.
This 12 p.m. 12:02 in the corner. That's my birthday.
Wait, what?
The video of her as a kid, there's a timestamp in the bottom. It says 12:02 p.m. The second number of the time is cut off. But it says 12:20 something. Are we sure it's not August 12th at 2 p.m.?
It might be.
It'd be new date to clown for, guys.
But that's my birthday, 12/2.
Amazing.
Yeah, I just went to go look at the video because I hadn't looked at it too closely. That's why I was like, oh, let me go look at it a little closer. And I was like, wait a minute, there's a timestamp in the corner.
Why haven't any Swifties picked that up?
It's pretty big, too.
Everyone's just so focused on August 7th. Like,
It's really big. It says PM 12:2 and it's cut off.
that's what happens sometimes with clowning. You get so set on one thing that you're so sure.
She's also really close to kicking that TV. Like, girls, take a step
You
back.
just ignore everything else because you're set on that. You have tunnel vision.
You might want to clip this and post it just in case.
But then, of course, they also posted on August 1st. The other thing that they did too was because the cardigans dropped for 24 hours. When was this?
What day did Folklore come out? Because it was for the anniversary album.
July 24th. I see the post for it too. It says available for 24 hours while supplies last. I'm still on Taylor Nation's Instagram. This was the first time cardigans dropped and I didn't have to run to the store because I have all of them now.
Oh, I have none.
I just couldn't justify spending any money on any of them right now. I have 5 of them.
Gosh.
I have all of them.
And you have all of them?
I would have if I had had the extra finances to want to afford them. I would have gotten the red one and the Speak Now one. Maybe Torture Poets. The Torture Poets one looks like a nice basic neutral too.
I wear all of them religiously. Except right now because it's hot as hell. The one pain in the ass is you have to lay them flat to dry when you hand wash them. And one of them I have to rewash because when we got Steve, when he was an itty bitty puppy, when he fit in the palm of my hand and we were taking him home on the 2+ hour drive, he threw up on me. And I was wearing the cardigan.
Oh.
I need to know which
Oh.
cardigan.
I always mix up which one it is. It's the gray one.
Oh, the tortured poets.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He was curled up in my arm, and then the anxiety and the car sickness, and he threw up on my arm.
That's so sad. Apparently, they sold out really fast,
They always do.
which isn't surprising. I would love to have a cardigan.
When will they learn?
but
Just keep them in the store. We want the cardigans.
And then apparently Taylor Swift is now the best-selling female artist in US music history
Now?
with more than 754 million certified units across albums, singles, and digital downloads.
Now?
Yeah, I don't know. Did someone pass her up at one
Maybe
point and then
Beyonce.
she passed them?
Could it have been Madonna? Because I know Madonna dropped some new album recently and she surpassed some
Oh, and she
statistic.
was really high
Yeah,
already.
because she was already up
Yeah,
in like the
so
legacy kind of numbers, and then she dropped
Mhm.
something new, and I saw her hitting a bunch of records, so she could have like possibly swooped in for a bit.
Yeah, she had that new
Yeah.
album come out, and Sabrina's on it as well.
Yeah, so people were
Yeah,
like
it could have been
eating that
Madonna.
up. I haven't listened yet, but I heard it was like blowing up everywhere. So it could have
I
been
hate
her.
Madonna.
That would make
I
sense. Because I know Taylor's been there before. We've talked about it before, her being the best selling, but now again, she's the best selling. And then Children's Mercy Hospital did something really, really cute for Taylor Swift's wedding. She's visited them a lot in the past, and they decorated a wedding gown for her as a gift.
Wasn't this hospital also one of the donations on the weekend of their wedding as well on that?
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, Taylor also
I
donated.
really hope we can see a reaction video to her getting this, but I feel like we maybe
Oh,
won't. But I just know she's gonna love it. I hope we do get a video though.
you know what? I hope that she does, like, a video or picture at least of
Wearing
her
it.
wearing
Ah.
it. That would be so cute.
I just know the hospital would frame that picture. If she took a picture in it, they would frame it up in the hospital.
Savvy Bridal provided the dress, and they posted about it on their Instagram as well. So I think that's really cool that an actual like bridal place provided the dress to decorate all over her because they like drew pictures and wrote messages, and it was really cute.
So somebody was getting cancer treatment, and they asked to play Taylor while they were getting the treatment done. And the doctor revealed that somebody else that they worked on was married to somebody who worked for Taylor during the Eras tour, and that Taylor gave them her plane and $100,000. And when she found out their wife had a medical emergency and said, your job will be here when you get back, do whatever you need to do, and gave them her plane and $100K and was like, go take care of it.
Wow.
And like, this is just coming out. This was
Mm.
while she was in Asia in the Eras tour.
The New York Care event also happened, which we were talking about in the last episode, I believe, that it was going to happen. People were volunteering to fill
Oh, yeah.
backpacks. Is that correct?
Yeah, people were going to fill backpacks with the money that was donated to New York Cares. They used the money to buy supplies so that kids could have money for supplies for school. So they posted a video of the event showing how many Swifties turned up and showing them filling the backpacks. Looked like a lot of fun. Sad I couldn't go. And they were all exchanging friendship bracelets. So, you may or may not remember Taylor wore this really cute Monterey Bay shirt with an otter on it. And so Monterey Bay brought back the shirt. It's a shirt from the 90s. So Monterey Bay had brought it back last year, I believe, to raise money for the aquarium, and Swifties in droves went and bought the shirt. They did it again this year for a donation of $60.13. You can get the shirt. It is still currently available, I believe, because I did just see another advertisement for today, so I think it is still available. It is an adorable shirt. It also goes to an amazing I don't want to say charity. It is kind of a charity. Monterey Bay Aquarium is not just an aquarium, it is a conservation center. They do rehabilitate animals and help release them back into the wild. And if they are unable to go back into the wild, they do keep them and help them live long, fulfilling lives safely. I'm a member of the aquarium. I try to go several times a year. I get to pet bat rays there. So if you can, go check it out. But I do love that they made it 13 cents because they're like, we got you, Swifties.
Okay, and then Travis related stuff. So it's now rumored that the Samoyed puppy is named Windy Peppercorn after the character in The Sandlot, which he has said in the past that he had a crush on her as a kid. So, but then people have pointed out similarities in what she looked like during 1989 and the character Windy Peppercorn. But it also follows the tradition that Taylor has of naming her pets after characters. And there are a couple more photos of the puppy. It's such a cute dog.
They are moody. One of Steve's best friends is that dog, and they are moody.
They're moody.
They're adorable, but they are moody.
And then the other thing is Travis showed up with his mustache to practice. We know how much Jess loves this mustache. But apparently it's lucky. It's considered lucky because the one year that he didn't have it, they did terribly, which was last year. So the fact that he showed up with it gives Chiefs fans hope, apparently.
I'm a Niner fan. We have no hope. Even our coach is injured. So
Oh
our coach got in a
no.
car accident before the season. So
Oh my god.
he was out of practice with a concussion and fractured bones and stuff. Season's over. We're good. Season hasn't even started yet, and it's over. Goodbye. See you next year.
No. Then NBC did something kind of crazy. So during Thursday night football, which is like preseason football.
Yeah, preseason started this week. AKA games do not count. They're playing, but the games do not count.
They showed an AI generated photo of Taylor and Travis at their wedding,
What?
labeled photo exclusive on the TV.
What the fuck?
And immediately after, they stated that they weren't actually invited and that it was AI. But this is still really wild.
And weird? Like, what?
Yeah, the photo says photo exclusive. And so,
Do they know what defamation is and slander? And that they could be sued for that?
yeah, that's what people are saying, that she should sue for
She
that
may
for
not
sure.
for
Good.
Travis's sake, but she
Yeah.
can do a cease and desist for her sake that they can't mention her.
That's such a weird behavior, too, just in general.
And they claimed the fact that they tried to make it look like it was like an exclusive, actual photo before they then were like, oh, it's not.
As big as Thursday Night Football is, they should know how big of a lawsuit that could be for them. Where was their legal department on that? Where was their PR team on that? Somewhere an intern is getting
It's wild.
fired.
Someone took the day off, I guess.
Yeah. Somewhere an intern is getting fired and a PR team is sitting down with legal. Like, how do we fix this?
On television.
Somewhere Tree Payne is like, hello, boys.
Crazy. Also, the thing is, Taylor has said that she hates AI use of her. Specifically, she said that so many times.
Did you see Billie Eilish? It came out in the Billie Eilish concert video. There is AI.
Really? Very interesting. And then the thing happened with she removed her music from being used.
Taylor got TikTok to change their entire policy on how artists' music is used. It's not in the terms of use, it's on the artist end. It's something to do with the artist policy on their music. that they can now file copyright strikes against brands and political parties if they do not agree with how their music is being used. It is not against specific users, it is only against brands and political parties. It's not against general users. That's why it's not going to be in our terms of service. It's only brands and
Okay.
political parties. That's why I'm like, it's not
Something we
it's not
can't
something we're going to
see.
be able to see. She got them to remove the audio. We'll just say she got them to remove 10 different audios from Trump's TikTok where he was using her audios. And in the last one, which was the straw that broke the camel's back, he tagged her. And so she has to have been working on this for a while because this isn't something TikTok would do overnight. But now artists can file direct copyright claims to TikTok and have their music removed just from specific posts made by political TikToks or brands that they do not agree with, instead of it going against all users who are using that audio. So their music can stay on the platform and not affect everyone and only affect that account. Because otherwise, everybody who used that sound August was going to get a copyright strike against them. Instead, now only Trump got a copyright strike against him. It's like a crazy, and this is now all artists. It's not just her.
And this is for all the people who are wondering why she wasn't saying anything and not doing anything about it. Because we don't know if TikTok will do it, but like if an account gets 3 copyright strikes in a certain amount of time, the account can be banned. So she waited till he used a certain amount and then did them all at once.
She was also working on this for a while. She very
Yeah.
obviously
Changed the
didn't want to remove.
policy, yeah.
Yeah, she didn't want to remove all her sounds from TikTok because it would affect everybody who uses her sounds, which, as we know, is a lot of us.
Yeah.
So instead, she was working behind the scenes to change the policy so that it would only affect him.
And this is what she does. She does it for everybody. She always fights for all of the artists, too.
Yeah.
Like, she did the same thing with Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Her songs got taken down for less than 24 hours off TikTok while the policy went into effect. They were down for maybe a few hours.
The other thing is JoJo and Casey makes a good point because people are still like, oh, bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
But-
Woman changed the policy on a giant social media platform that's actually run by people who are right wing. I'm sorry to tell you, TikTok was bought by right wingers, so.
Which is why Trump probably won't actually get banned.
Probably not. But this, now he can't use her music and get away with it. And it's more than people than just commenting on it and going, ew, don't use my music.
I know. But anyway, she says the bare minimum is voting. Which, that is the bare minimum. And Taylor's always done more than
I know,
that.
and I have my sticker that says I voted right on my desk.
She hasn't been as loud as people want her to be, but she's definitely done more than just vote. The other thing is, I've seen comments be like, I would rather her talk about it.
When she does talk about it, she gets hate
Which
too.
makes no sense. And that makes no sense because that doesn't actually make any change. This makes change. Her talking about it does not make change.
She came out in support of Biden and she got crucified for it. She came out in support of Harris. She got crucified for it. She doesn't say anything. She gets crucified for it. She doesn't talk a lot of the times because she's worried about the backlash and the people she's going to put in danger. Look at what happened in Vienna.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, Taylor is always in a no-win situation. When she does speak out, people talk bad about her and say that she should just shut up and sing. And when she doesn't speak out, people are like, well, she doesn't actually believe in anything. And obviously she's MAGA because she's not voicing her opinion. So Taylor can't win, and just play the man. Listening device, play the man. We would not be having this conversation if she was a man.
No, we would not. Nobody said anything about Bad Bunny just removing his audio and not saying anything.
Oh, Bad Bunny is also doing what she did. Now, he also has filed the strikes against as well since she put the policy change in effect. He was like, thank you.
I feel like if he gets enough copyright strikes from all of these artists at once, like TikTok has no choice. Like, come on.
It's owned
don't
by a
know.
MAGA.
I
It's owned by
know.
somebody who's very
Yeah.
MAGA.
I know.
It's
I
not
saw
gonna
people
happen.
saying that if it doesn't, though, then it kind of says a lot about TikTok as well. For me.
The other problem is he is the president.
I know.
So technically they can block his private. This is the same issue Twitter had. They could ban his private account. They could not ban his presidential account because that is blocking, I forget the exact phrasing, but the public's access to information or something from the president. It's something where you cannot prevent the president from being able to give information on a public platform. So they can block Trump's public TikTok, but he would be allowed to have a presidential TikTok account because he needs to be able to have the ability to post on a social media platform and get information out there in case of anything. That's just how it is.
So apparently the VMAs are trying to get Taylor to perform. Who knows if that will actually happen? I doubt it.
Oh, I forgot. Chewy now has Taylor Swift merch.
Right.
I'll send you the image again. So it's not just Taylor, they have a bunch of artists.
Oh, like the pet toy company. I was like so confused.
Yeah, that's what I was about to explain. Chewy's the company.
Yeah. So I bought it for Selena. It's a record that has like crinkly paper in it. It's like the crinkle toys for cats and has catnip in it. It's Taylor Swift, but they also have like Chappell Roan, Dolly Parton. I saw they have a couple other artists, and it's really cute. And Selena loves it; she sleeps on it. But they also made a dog bandana, which I bought for Steve because he's a huge Swiftie. He also has a I Protect the Family one that I found on Etsy. But this one is all friendship bracelets with her different albums. And so, yeah, Chewy added some Taylor Swift merch. And I keep seeing them advertise a lover guitar for cats, but I can't find it on their site. If I end up finding it, I'll share it.
Tabby Swift is so...
Did you see the song names? The songs are You Need to Claw Up and I forget what the other's a spoof on Cruel Summer because it's meant to be the Lover album, so it's 2 cat songs on it.
Cute.
Mew?
It might be Mule Summer or something like that.
Something
I think it's Cruel Mule Summer or something like that. I don't know. Selena has it in the bedroom. She loves it. She's been keeping me awake with it while I hear is crinkle, 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 crinkle.
You're stronger than me.
I did put it away. I did put it away. She took it out of the toy box.
And then the other thing is the Emmy campaign for the Eras Tour final show has really started to push it up a notch. And there's a billboard for it. But yeah, they're making an Emmy push for that, which is a very good segue because that is literally what we're going to talk about today, the Eras Tour final show. Yay!
I never saw this version live.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was that watching the movie?
Well, I had seen this version every day on my phone.
Yeah, that's true.
So true.
Like on a grainy live stream.
So it's nice to see it very clear.
How was it seeing it in
I was very sad
HD?
we didn't get this one in theaters.
Yeah.
And the first time I saw this one was at like midnight with my puppy when I first got him.
I watched it for the first time last night and stayed up late watching it.
I feel like I watched it maybe within the first week that it came out, not like the first day or anything. So I didn't experience the crash of Disney.
That's right. I forgot that happened.
Yeah, apparently there was a crash on the app or the streaming service. I didn't experience that. I didn't watch it the day it came out. Probably within the first or second week that it came out.
So the exact date I watched it was December 20th, probably like 11 o'clock or something like that at night. Because that's the day we brought Steve home.
I couldn't watch it when it first came out because I was in the middle of a big move. So I was really distracted by life and stuff at that point. Not to mention Christmas coming up and everything. Like, it was just a crazy time in my life. And then I just somehow never got to it until last night. So it was really fun to watch it for the first time. It was fun to experience it in HD. And like all the times that she stared directly at the camera too. And then there's just so many cool different angles that the camera does too. An angle up at her and then over the stage, just directly down too, because you would never see that angle as an audience member. So there's just so many cool angles that you wouldn't even see as an audience member that the camera did.
And, like, imagery that you wouldn't see necessarily
Mhm.
being in the stadium either, like, having that bird's eye view. There's, like, some, like, stage visuals and stuff that were a lot easier to see from that angle too.
The other cool thing that I noticed was, so if I'm remembering correctly, for the other version, she didn't keep the full transitions, right? For the one that was in theaters, she kind of cut immediately to when she came out for each
It didn't
era.
quite cut. It like faded and it said the era name.
Mhm.
So we didn't see the transition.
But for this one, we got to see the full transitions, which was really cool. And actually, I think that's the first time that I actually got to see the full red box part very clearly and understand what was going on. Because I knew about it and I saw it obviously over a grainy live stream all the time, but the sound wasn't the best. And, it just really clicked with me last night when I saw it.
That was the first time I noticed that the dancers in Speak Now wear whatever dress she's gonna wear.
Also, that's the other thing. The Speak Now dancers, the portion into Speak Now, that was a really beautiful dance. The other thing that I noticed too was like the dancers, their faces throughout. That was really cool to pay attention to as well, because obviously you can't see that as good on a grainy live stream or even in person. I do want to say that, like, watching this, it definitely brought me back to the Eras Tour, and it made me very emotional. And I was like, why am I so emotional? I don't know what it is about it, but it just like brings you back. And I was getting so emotional over the like goodbyes and stuff. It just got to me.
I watch this so often with my puppy. I I think
Now you're
I don't
desensitized.
know if I'm desensitized. I think it's just become like a hype up thing for me at this point
Mm.
because
Mhm,
I dance with him and I sing the songs to him. So I think it's just become that
mhm.
to me.
Yeah. Well, it also might have to do with the fact that I didn't watch it when it first came out. And so I hadn't seen like the Eras tour at all since the actual last show. So that also might add to the how emotional it made me.
I should explain why I watched this when I brought him home. I watched it because it was his first night in the house and he couldn't sleep. It was his first time away from his mom. I was sleeping downstairs with him to try and help him acclimate to the new house. And so to try and stay awake, I put this on. I put this in the documentary on. And so I just started singing along to it. And now he's a little Swiftie because of me singing along to the songs to him, and he slept only when I would sing Willow and Marjorie and all the folklore songs to him. And so now he only sleeps when those songs are playing or when Taylor's playing, which I've talked about. But this is the movie why, because I played this. This definitely is significant to me with that. Taylor talked about when you listen back to these songs, you'll think of tonight. Now, when I think back on this version of the Eras Tour, I think of holding my essentially newborn baby puppy, just trying to get him to not be crying and not be sad and feel safe
Mm.
in his new home.
Cute. All right. So should we go era by era then?
Yeah.
So Lover.
It's the first time Tortured Poets is in the recorded overture.
Yes, the intro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What if I told you I'm back, right? That's what she says first, and then the Tortured Poets Department later on.
No, it's been a long time coming is first.
No, 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 but I'm talking about the
Oh,
additional
yeah.
the Tortured Poets
Yeah.
editions were What If I Told You I'm
Yeah.
Back, and then later the Tortured Poets Department. But then everything else in the intro is the same as it was in the other movie. The other movie they did the clock,
Yeah, this one, I don't think we saw the clock. I don't remember seeing it.
There was no
It was
clock,
just showing the crowd a lot.
was weird. But yes, it was very focused on the crowd, which was nice.
And everybody hugging on stage.
Mhm. That's right. The band and everything was getting ready.
And the backup singers.
That's the other thing I really liked about this movie is showing the band too. So much focus on the band and the background singers and the crowd. Oh, I do want to say one thing I noticed. I don't remember what era it was in, but in the crowd there was a couple that had a t-shirt that said in our honeymoon era.
I did not see them. I missed that.
And it made me think about now they're in the movie and that's, immortalized.
I did see this time, for the first time, I noticed at the end of I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, I did see somebody dressed like a broken heart.
Oh, I saw that
I
too.
never noticed
Yeah.
that before, and I was like, how have I missed that every time?
After the intro and all that, then we had the Lover era, which was Cruel Summer, The Man, You Need to Calm Down,
And Lover.
Lover. Am I missing one?
She starts with
Yeah.
Miss
Oh,
Americana.
right, Miss Americana.
at the
There's a little bit of Miss Americana. That gold and blue bodysuit was stunning in HD. I do have to say. You could see the sparkles and the sequins, and her nails stood out to me. The gold nails.
That was one thing about the movie is the details in the outfits. Like, you don't quite realize how many rhinestones are on all of the outfits.
I know.
And like how sparkly everything is. There was a couple where like I didn't even realize it was rhinestones or something until like it was up close and I was like, oh my god.
Yes. I'm trying to remember. There was one too that I noticed as well that I hadn't known was rhinestones, but I can't remember what outfit it was. Her gold nails were so pretty. They were super sparkly. I remember when this was being filmed, we were confused as to her costume selection for this. I don't remember exactly what we said, but I think it looked really good with the gold nails. All her outfits went really well with the gold nails. That's kind of what I noticed this time watching. Which I don't think she had gold nails in the first film. I think she had
He
her
had multicolor.
heiress for
Mhm.
nails. Right. Yeah.
I love getting to see the different couples dancing during Lover, including the same-sex one.
I was literally just about to say that. Yeah, I didn't notice the same-sex couple until I watched the movie is when I noticed them and I was like, "Oh my
Yeah, there's a
god."
same-sex
Yeah.
couple. I think it's Wiley and, oh, I can't think of his name. It's the one with curly hair.
Oh, and I like the way like I didn't notice it until the movie more so the way that the men and women are split up during the man. Like how the men stay on the bottom levels and the women are the ones who go up into the higher positions for the desks and stuff.
I didn't
I think.
notice that. Wow.
Yeah, the women climb the ladder and the
Yeah.
men don't.
Oh, interesting.
Fun little
Okay, Fearless.
Just that I clap every time.
I absolutely love that black and gold
Oh, Tiger Stripe.
dress. Yeah, I just love it. Or no, it's black and silver. Black and
Is it? I
silver.
thought that one was Tiger Stripe.
I think it's the black and silver one. But I also really love her black boots that are also sparkly. Just everything she wears is
Louis
sparkly.
Vuittons. I love them so much.
So I was gonna say she's just so sparkly the whole
Mhm.
movie.
Yes, and her makeup, I was noticing her makeup a lot too. Her eyeshadow was really
And it
pretty.
never moves. It's flawless the entire time. The pink eyeshadow.
Her hair slowly moves throughout the night.
But that eyeshadow.
It slowly becomes more curly. It doesn't ever get super crazy because it wasn't an outdoor show, but it does slowly start to get a bit curly, and I love that. I love her curly look.
I don't know what brand of eyeshadow that was. It did not, like, budge. She should be their spokesperson, because damn.
I was gonna say it also didn't curl probably because it was really cold in Canada at that
Yes.
time of year
Yeah.
that she did that shit.
Yeah.
She picked the worst temperature to tour in Canada for, I gotta say.
But still, her hair still
Ugh.
is gradually throughout the movie, it gets a little bit curly.
Probably just from her sweating.
Probably. That's probably it
From
from
being
her,
active,
yeah,
yeah.
being active. But I love that look. It looks really good. And it's cool to see it gradually like change too. Because it's so straight in the beginning during Lover.
The curly hair
Mm,
struggle.
Oh, but it's so pretty.
you're telling me. If I brush it, I look like the witch who
um,
crawled out the bog.
I actually love her curly hair. I wish she would embrace it a little bit more.
yes, that's what I feel too.
Like, girl, put the straightener down.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't think I have other notes on Fearless except for the her outfit because her outfit just blew me away. Oh, and other also like dancing with her bandmates during You Belong With Me.
Oh, I love that they get showcased during that like lifts them up. Like Paul
Yeah,
was up on a pedestal for his guitar solo.
that was awesome. And then just like all the quirky things she does too. Because she makes a lot of faces and she does a lot of fun little moves that are a bit dorky, but she embraces that and that's fun.
You can tell they really had a lot of fun with the last shows.
I forget what we had next. What was next?
Red.
Red?
Red.
So this was the first time I noticed that during I Knew You Were Trouble that the guys walk between the backup singers and like they shoot each other looks. When they say I knew you were trouble, like the girls and the guys look at each other that like they were like together and then they just keep walking through and the guys all walk away together. I never noticed them do that before. I was like,
I think I still never
Yeah, I
noticed
still
that.
didn't
you're
notice
gonna have
that
to go
either.
back and watch it. When the guys finally walk away from Taylor, they like split up into a line and walk. The six of them walk, and the four backup singers are also in a line, and the six guys like walk between them. So there's a
Mm.
guy in between each girl, and like they all look at each other, and the girls like shoot them a look, and the guys shoot them a look. And then they look over their shoulder as they're walking away, and they're like, knew you were trouble, and they
Um,
walk
So
out the
funny.
thing. I was just like, I have never noticed that before. It was just a fun little interaction I noticed because I wasn't looking at Taylor this time. I was like, oh, I'm gonna look in the background this
mhm.
time.
I don't think I have any notes on Red. Oh, when she does the All Too Well, her speech, I can't remember what I was gonna say about it. Oh, I think she was talking about the Eras Tour. She was talking about what the fans made the Eras Tour and all the
Oh yeah, that was
traditions.
the where she talked about the friendship bracelets and how it was such a
Yes, that's
what she
right.
thought was a throwaway line turned into such a huge thing.
Yeah, how she had no idea that just putting one line about friendship bracelets would turn into that. And then she said, "So one more time, do you have 10 more minutes to spare?" or something like that.
I will tell you, now every time we're in the car and we're driving and that comes up, we determine how far we are. We say, sorry, Taylor, we don't have 10 minutes to spare. Or, yeah, Taylor, we have 10 minutes to spare.
Because you're
That's so
less than 10 minutes
Yeah.
away from wherever. Yeah.
Sometimes it starts playing as we're pulling
Uh,
into our driveway and we're like, Taylor, we don't got 10 minutes. We
yeah.
don't got 10 minutes, Taylor.
I can't just wait 10 more minutes in my
We don't got
driveway.
10 minutes, Taylor.
I don't have time.
I still use it as my 10-minute timer.
I know I've said this before because I said this when we were talking about the last movie, but I just love the lighting design during this song because it's like leaves falling and then it's like snow falling at the end. And it's just so beautiful, all the stage design stuff for this
This
song.
time they actually made it that you could see the snow like falling over her. They like
Mhm.
made that transition a little clearer, which I thought was a nice touch.
And then we had Speak Now, right?
Which is just
Really bothers
Enchanted.
me Speak Now was fourth and not third. You're in the wrong order.
Well, they already were in the wrong order.
And it bothered me then too. So this made me realize that there was a slit in the dress. Yeah.
Really?
And also that the
I
dress
didn't
is
notice
hollow.
that.
Because there's like an angle where you could see kind of
Um,
up the dress, and the dress is hollow.
Mm,
It doesn't have layers and layers of fabric. It's a
yeah,
hoop.
it's like just a hoop.
Yeah, there's a
I
slit
think
in
it
the
varies
dress,
a
I think
hoop.
in the center. It's either in the center or off to the side.
Remind me which one that was again? Was it
No,
the
it was
cookie?
it's
Which one is she
silver
The
wearing?
gold.
or champagne.
Oh,
It's champagne, sorry.
okay.
Champagne. Yes.
When you said
Yeah.
gold, I was like, ah, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
The champagne. See, everything like matched her gold nails really well.
Yeah, it has a slit in it, and you see it better in the documentary, but I never noticed all the Speak Now dresses have slits in them.
All of
All
them
of
do?
them do. You see it
Oh,
in the documentary, but it's so she can kick them
okay.
easier.
That makes sense.
Does make a lot of sense.
But yeah, like I said, I love the dance. It's a really beautiful dance and a really beautiful intro into Speak Now.
Who doesn't dream of running around in a pretty dress?
Yeah.
I do wish the set was a little
Yes.
longer. I think Speak Now appreciated a little bit of a longer set.
I
Like
agree.
one more song, even.
It should have 3 songs. I think that no set should have
Yeah,
less
I was
than
gonna say
3.
like, yeah, I was gonna say like three would be
That's my
like
hot take.
my personal minimum of like, yeah, but like I was like, at least one more. Like you took one out, you should have
You don't even
replaced
need to
it with
do the
something.
full Enchanted song either. That's my hot take. You don't have to do you could cut it down a little bit. Because I know that's
I
probably
agree.
why there's not too many more, but if you cut it down a little bit, then add 2 songs.
Hey,
I
that's
agree.
that's the song I sing to my son all the time. That's my song with him.
Because to compare, she took out "Long Live" and it was the two songs
Yeah.
before on the in the other movie. She could have at least added one more.
Yeah.
Two more would have been great, but
But the thing that I noticed really well in the movie at the end of the Speak Now set, when she's going to leave, her smirk. Her smirk right at the camera. Oh my gosh. Because then Reputation is next. She knows it's the big one that gets people so fired up. That Reputation intro, yeah,
so
so
good.
good. I forget what is actually being said in the intro because we figured out what was being said, right? Because
A little while
it's
ago.
distorted and it's so hard to
Yeah,
understand
I
it.
can't. I
But
tried today to really understand
Mhm.
it and I couldn't.
I know we mentioned it in one of our previous episodes. It's probably there somewhere. But then the rep bodysuit, the gold bodysuit. Love it. Love the gold. I'm glad we have the gold on film.
Me too.
I love the cracks in the stage during Delicate.
Mm.
It's so cool. And you can see it so clearly in this film.
That was one of the things I was talking about, like the stage visuals
Mhm.
from the bird's eye view. Something I didn't notice much.
Also the
I
dancers.
was gonna say, I love that the backup singers are also dressed like tailors in
Oh, yes. For Look What You Made Me
yeah,
Do.
that it's not just
Yeah.
the backup dancers, that it's also the backup singers that are dressed like tailors.
It is really cool that there's like multiple tailors and it's her dancers and backup singers. It's just such a cool idea.
I was looking because I was curious. There was no Tortured Poets one. I was like, oh, I
Mhm.
wonder if she added one now that I can see clearly.
No.
No, not Tortured Poet
Yeah.
one. But I also appreciate that she let the guys be tailors if they wanted.
Yes.
Because like Wiley was
Yeah.
one, Cam was one. Those were the two I noticed. There were may have been more of them
Mhm.
in there, but those were the two I 100% saw in there.
It's interesting too because she has multiple 1989 ones. There's the cheerleader, and then there's the one with her, the white straps. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about? The garter, that garter
the white
outfit, that
halter
white.
top shorts and the with
Yeah,
the garters. Yeah.
there might have been two lovers.
There was the rainbow. There was two of another one, and I can't.
The rainbow, yeah.
Oh, Too Fearless. It was Too Fearless because there was Bejeweled, the Bejeweled shirt,
Oh
and then
yes, the
the
You Belong With
yeah,
Me
and then
shirt. Then
the actual
and then
Fearless dress.
the fearless
That was
dress.
what I was
That's
thinking
right. There
of.
were two fearless.
I
You're
was just
right. Yeah.
thinking there was somebody next to Cam. I couldn't think of what it was. It was fearless.
And then just the visuals and everything on this set is so good. The Don't Blame Me and the snakes and
I still need that transition.
yes, from Don't Blame Me to Look What You Made Me
Yeah.
Do. And then the knee drop too. That Jess has raved about a lot.
That's so hard because it's technically a toe drop.
Mhm.
It's so hard to do. So good.
She just has so much attitude during this set
I love
as
Cam's
well with her
tantrum.
facial features and oh yeah.
Cam's little tantrum in his box.
That's right. They were doing a lot of like facial feature interacting, which I noticed during this movie. Yeah, and then it transitions from that to the Folkmore set, which is actually a really beautiful transition. I will have to say it is a really beautiful transition because it's like you watch the snake for a long time and then
It shrinks.
just like the effects are so cool.
This is the show they sing Happy Birthday to Taylor at.
That's right. During the Champagne Problems encore. Yes, they sang happy birthday to her. It's actually in the subtitles because I had my subtitles on. But you can see someone them being like 3, 2, 1 or 1. I don't know if they counted up or
They
down, but
counted for sure, and then you can hear them.
mhm. But I feel like some people were off
Yeah,
timing,
some people
so
went
it was a
early.
little hard. Yeah.
That's
So it
okay.
wasn't all like exactly
It's
together,
okay.
but it was cute. So when she goes to sing Betty, she does her little Betty speech and she says, I can't believe this is going to be the last song that I ever sang in the folklore cabin. And after she sang that song too, the backup singers,
The band was on stage.
the band was on stage. Yeah, because they all were like emotional after that song and they took a moment to hug each other in the folklore cabin.
Oh, I did notice her during, I think it was either Lover or Fearless, her mouthing I love you to the backup singers. She's like standing with them, and I just see her like mouth I love you to them.
I think I noticed that during this after the singing
She
Betty.
did it multiple times, but the first time she does it, she's standing with them early on in a line, and she has her arms around them, and she like turns to both sides and says it.
Wait, I remember seeing that too. I think it was during Fearless.
I don't think it was Lover. I think it was Fearless, but I
Yeah.
couldn't
I think
remember.
it was Love Story. It was after Love
It was
Story, I
very
think.
early in. I remember that.
Just the tree and everything is so cool doing this set.
I love the transition into Marjorie watching the tree spin because I had never seen
Yes.
this transition before.
It was really cool. The stage visuals during Marjorie were really cool. It was like lights or something across the stage. It was just really beautiful. I was noticing the stage a lot this time. And then she, of course, does her like smirk before transitioning into Willow. And there's like the lightning or the thunder sound and before Willow.
I love Willow.
Yeah, Willow was so cool with the orbs and the
I'm sad it's not the opening anymore, but it's really cool where it is.
I do also think it's kind of interesting that they were dancing through the lightning during Willow at the
yeah.
Eras tour. I wonder if that maybe influenced anything.
Dancing through the lightning.
I also do get chills every time I see the My Tears Ricochet performance
Yes.
as well with the HUDs. Oh,
I noticed during My Tears Ricochet, one of the dancers was teary-eyed. They had tears. I don't know which one it was, but one of them was emotional during it.
oh, and this one we don't get the tolerated performance
That's right. Yes.
in this movie, which is a little sad.
Yes.
Because it is a really good performance as well.
Oh, that's right. I saw him earlier. The dancer that did tolerate it with her. I noticed him doing something special in an earlier part of the performance, and it made me think of tolerate it. And I was like, oh, he doesn't have to tolerate it anymore. But at least he has this moment. But I don't remember what it
He's the
was.
dancer in Speak Now.
Right. He's the male dancer in Speak
He's
Now.
also the dancer in
That's
Style.
right.
He's the
But he's like He's the only male
Yeah.
in Speak Now. That's what it was. He was the only male in Speak Now, and he was partnering them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't have to tolerate it. And she's wearing her pinkish red dress.
Very.
It was like berry.
Very,
I'm
yeah.
very good at mosaic still. I usually get it first guess. It's almost like cataloging all those outfits.
That's true, yeah. You cataloged all the outfits in our Discord.
Yeah. So,
So
mosaic and me doing really good at
and Mosaic is a game in
Swift Alert.
Swift
Yeah.
Alert, correct?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
usually get it first guess. My husband's always like, I saw nothing in that picture. I'm like, when you look at a blurry live screen and you're trying to catalog it for a Discord, that's all I could see too.
So then we had 1989.
She ended it in Chiefs colors.
Exactly, I was about to say that. She was wearing the Chiefs colors.
Other than that, it was exactly the
1989.
same as the first time. Maybe different camera angles, but it
Yeah.
was exactly the same.
Mhm.
So I don't really have much to say about it because I was just I was just
Yeah.
vibing.
I don't think I have much to say about it either, just that I really do love the 2.0 Eras Tour 1989 outfit. I really love.
Although I did notice she
Um,
lifted the skirt when she said in a tight little skirt. She like picked up the skirt. I was like,
oh, she did.
Taylor! I was like, that's your ass, girl.
She knows it looks good, that's why.
Mhm. And I do really love the transition from Folkmore into 1989. It was pretty cool as well. But I also so watching the movie brought back the feeling a little bit of like waiting for the 1989 set to see what outfit she
What
was gonna
combo
wear.
is it?
What combo? Oh my gosh. Bringing back that feeling of style starting and then you're just on the edge of your seat.
Refreshing
Oh, I
mastermind.
miss that
What
feeling.
combo is it?
Yeah. I miss it so much. I miss doing that. But then we got the Tortured Poets department set.
Ugh, I've never got to see it live.
The intro was so cool.
I was gonna say I blacked out like during our show. Like I didn't actually remember the transition at all until I watched the movie back and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so cool." I like fully was not processing it when we saw it live. So the movie was really the first time I like saw the
Well,
transition,
it's
you know?
also harder to see,
Like there's so much
like
going on in it, I
there's
feel
so much
like.
going on and you're farther away and you're only seeing
Yeah.
it on a screen, but farther away. And then also for
But I feel like
watching
there's like a bunch of stuff in it, like a bunch of
Mhm.
papers and
Yes.
like there's like a lot going on in the little
Yeah,
clip.
in the movie, you can see all the detail, like it lingers on those details of like the floating objects, which was really cool. And the sound effects. I love the sound effects of this intro.
Mm.
And then the dancers walking out while I was watching the movie, I was like, they had to keep a straight face this whole time because for this number, they had to walk out all serious. But then Daddy, I love him. All the visual effects during that, I didn't notice before, really. I was so focused in on the song and her before, but the visual effects are crazy in that too. She's like running during fire. There's like fire going. Oh, and the like bridge, the stage is like a church, like a chapel type.
Yeah, it does like a stained glass.
Yeah, stained glass. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. And then she does the arrow.
The archer.
She does the archer arrow for Travis, even though he wasn't at the show.
She
She
wanted us to
wanted
know
it
who
in the
she meant.
movie. Yes. She wanted it in the movie. Then she did So High School. Oh, but the other thing I noticed about But Daddy, I Love Him, all their facial expressions during But You Should See Your Faces,
Yeah,
that
so
part.
fun.
Oh, and then of course the Who's Afraid of Little Me number is perfection.
Love all her little like screeches and vocal changes that she does for the live.
I think the transitions between
No
songs
notes.
in this is the best of any of the sets because the way Who's Afraid of Little Me ends with her looking up and then Down Bad
And then
immediately
she gets
starts
down.
with
Yeah.
her,
And she
like, the
her
space
going
shit,
down.
like,
Yeah.
it's just such a, like, the
Mhm.
transitions between songs is just so good in this set.
Mhm.
Even from But Daddy I Love Him to So High School, like, the whole set flows really well.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh, and her face for at the end of Who's Afraid of Little Me is so such a cool effect. She looks so spooky, and you can really see the details of it in the movie. But then the spaceship effect too is so
Yeah.
cool for Down Bad.
I love the visuals on that.
Also, during the transition into the set, everyone was so excited in the crowd. You could tell the crowd was hyped up for the Tortured Poets set specifically. And then when she was about to do Fortnite, the crowd goes crazy for a split second and then they stop.
Oh my god, it's Post Malone!
They thought that Jan was Post Malone.
It's Jan. It's always Jan.
So crazy.
Poor Jan. He's like, oh man, they think I'm Post Malone again.
It's like, not again.
Because everyone was convinced that Post Malone was gonna show
We get it.
up.
Jan is hot, but like,
But that's funny that you can notice that in the movie, like the crowd just going so wild just for a split second when Jan shows up. And then, of course, Smallest Man Who Ever Lived was amazing. And I just have to say, going from Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, she dies from a broken heart.
she gets shot twice.
And then she gets revived in the next portion for I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. That's just amazing. That's brilliant. Just the way that it goes into that.
And like the way she's waving a white flag and gets
Twice.
shot
Yeah.
anyway.
Oh.
You just can't. I do gotta say, with I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, though, I really wish that they had included the one where Travis was on stage with them. I really want an HD high quality
I'm sad
version
Florida
of
wasn't here.
that specific one.
Oh man, yeah, in Florida. We lost
Yeah.
Florida. We only had it for
Yeah,
a very
that
short
too.
time though.
Still,
That performance is in the documentary, though, no?
not the full thing.
Oh. Yeah, that's also sad.
But yeah, I love the miming of the I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. And you can really see their interactions and facial expressions so well. And she's like fighting with them so much. And it's so funny. I love that whole set. That whole set is amazing. And the fact that she added it so far into the tour already.
The fact she wrote the album and then put it in whilst on the same tour. It's all wrote it,
Yes,
dropped the album, and then added it to the tour,
while touring.
and then redid a new movie just so she could put it in the
And then
second
wrote
movie.
another album and recorded it while on
And then
tour.
another
Crazy.
girl never takes a break.
What is a break?
Then it was the acoustic set, which she did A Place in This World, mashed with New Romantics for guitar. Just her smirk before she was gonna switch to New Romantics. She had like a long pause and she looked like it was just so funny. But the way she mashed them together, because she kept going back and forth between the songs. And it's just so creative.
And then speaking of mashups, the other mashup was A Stab in the Heart.
Dating.
Devastating. I agree.
Long Live New Year's Day and the manuscript on piano. And it really was like a love letter to her fans and to the Eras tour. And it definitely made me cry last night. I remember waiting for the acoustic set every single day and being so
Us talking about our theories.
yes, and being on the edge of our seat for what mashup she was gonna do, and she made it so
I
fun.
still can't believe I nailed that one.
Oh, right, you got that one right,
Yeah.
didn't you? The piano one?
Yeah, all three.
That's awesome.
Wild.
Oh, and she wore the purple blue dress.
I think it's
as
Beta
well.
Fish. I always mix up the dress names.
I thought it was
It
Supernova.
might be Supernova. I mix them up.
Then we had the Midnight's transition, which I still think is super cool transition with her swimming and then waking up and going up the ladder into lavender haze and
Jan with his ladder, a love story that has defied the ages. It is still ongoing.
and then Annie here where she waves to different parts of the crowd
Mhm.
too, because she goes to the edge and waves to the back angle crowd.
The obstructive view, yeah. She makes sure they get a
Uh-huh.
hello.
Oh, and the midnight rain quick change. It is a very quick change. That's what I kind of noticed last night, how fast that change really is. Like, I know she has her outfit on underneath, but it's still a very quick change. Vigilante shade, of course, is still just as hot as it was. And Bejeweled. Bejeweled is even better than it was because she started to get more confident and she started to add these little extra moves and stuff
She's definitely
from the
feeling
first
herself by the end of it.
part too. Yeah, I think she added like a little drop during Bejeweled. Oh, but then she also like showcases the other dancers too during Bejeweled. Cam has a solo, and then Mastermind is just so cool. The stage visuals are once again so cool. Oh, and the other thing during Vigilante Shit, it's awesome too because she lets. Is it one man or two? I don't know, but
There's two guys.
there are two guys that do it as well. And then she sadly says the one last song for Karma, but it's the guy on the Chiefs, which is awesome.
Is that why he hasn't retired?
Just so it will always be true. It's the guy on the Chiefs. He can't retire. He's not allowed to.
You're not allowed to switch teams either.
It's not up to him.
That's so crazy that it's the guy. She actually changed it to the guy on the Chiefs for this movie.
I love all the ways she memorialized him in
I know, and this,
the movie.
yeah. And then they all were saying goodbye for a very long time, and it made me so emotional. And they were like hugging each other, and just the outro of this was. And then remember, we were wondering what the deal was with this? I don't think we ever found out. The Santa Claus and the elf.
Wasn't there also a monkey
There's so many things we
under
never
the
found out
stage
about.
too?
The green
Yeah,
lover
but there was
bodysuit.
I think it was one of her crew was because she hugged them. Someone was dressed as a Santa Claus and someone was dressed as the elf. But she hugged both of them.
Oh!
So they're in the movie.
Austin!
Austin was one of
Austin
them?
was Santa. Because
Oh,
Austin wore
I
the
wonder
Santa
why.
outfit to the Chiefs game.
I wonder why he was Santa.
Because he doesn't like to be seen. He likes to lay low, remember? So he was Santa to cover his face.
But yeah, she's hugging everybody. She was hugging her crew members, the person that took off her mic pack, and then the notes on the screen too afterwards, thanking her fans and thanking her crew and everything. Oh, and also they set off fireworks too for the end of Carmen. And I remember when this before the final shows, she suddenly opened up the back area to be sold to fans as well. Do you guys remember that? That she opened up more
Yeah.
seats to be available for the final shows?
More obstructive view, yeah.
Yeah, I was really sad that traveling across Canada is so fucking expensive, or I would have went because they were so cheap. It was like 60. It was less than $100 for a ticket in the back area.
I was tempted to go because I'm only 3 hours away from Vancouver, but I wouldn't also be able to pay for a hotel and stuff, so
I was so sad.
so sad. It was a really good, really well produced movie. 3.5
Hope it
hours.
wins all the awards, all the Emmys.
Yes. So what's your favorite set in this version? I wonder if we're all gonna say the same thing.
I would say mine is definitely Tortured Poets. I don't know about you
Yeah.
Me
guys.
too. The Tortured Poets set.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the movie.
Let us know what you guys liked, all of your opinions.
I know I was really sad about some of her outfits that she chose, but I actually really did like them when I was watching the movie. I was just sad because I was never gonna see those apps again.
Except they're in Disney World.
They were for a very brief time.
They're on display somewhere right now.
They definitely weren't there when I was there.
I saw something in the last month that they were on the Eras Tour collection was on display somewhere.
Because they were in Hollywood Studios. They were in One Man
They
Stream.
might be maybe it's in Nashville, but I know they're on display somewhere right now.
Okay.
I was seeing posts of people visiting in Nashville somewhere in like a museum.
I think it's still in Nashville, but yeah, they have her guitar from the Eras Tour currently in Nashville.
Which
It's the
guitar?
Fearless one. And they have an updated section in Nashville Country Music Hall of Fame. But she's also nominated for the Country Music Songwriter Hall of Fame. So chances are she's going to get into that and they'll add a section for her. Probably expand this section for her.
But yeah, let us know what your favorites were, what you think of the different movies. This one versus the other one. You know, the other one has Long Live and it has all the surprise songs. I kind of wish she had done that again because I know that she didn't do the same surprise songs every night and she filmed every night. So why didn't you put those surprise songs on the end like you did with the other movie? You could have just put it on the end of the
Yeah.
movie.
These were significant and a goodbye.
Yeah, yes. But you could have included just tacked them on to the end of the movie. Just like you
Like
did
in
with
the credits. Yeah.
whatever how many, I think it was 6 different surprise songs for the other one.
Well, it wasn't surprise songs last time. It was the songs that got cut.
No, it was surprise
Was it? Because I
songs.
thought it was Cardigan and stuff that got cut from the movie.
No, that's also, but she also had all 6 surprise songs tacked onto the end.
Okay, yeah, because I remember Cardigan got cut from the movie and it got added.
I was just say, I thought Maroon was also one of those.
Yeah, she
somewhere.
had like 6.
Okay.
6 surprise songs. Because I know I watched the other movie. I watched it many times.
I've watched this one way more.
Because I watched the other one way more because I was healing from my surgery during that. So you could have just done the same thing, Taylor, and tacked on the 6 different surprise songs. And I'm sad. I was hoping for that. So that's my one
Well, if you're
disappointment.
really curious, you could go on our Discord and take a look at what the surprise
I
songs were
was
I
for
mean,
those
true.
nights.
True.
I was literally about to go look at it so that we could.
True. And they're probably up on YouTube still somewhere, but
So the first night of the Vancouver weekend, she did Haunted and Wonderland, and then Never Grow Up with The Best Day. The second night was I Love You, I'm Sorry, which was
right.
Gracie's
That's
song,
right.
with Last
Yeah.
Kiss, and then the Tortured Poets Department with Maroon is the second night.
But anyway, that's
Mhm.
my only real complaint about the movie. About this movie versus the other one. Although it was kind of sad not seeing the clock, but I did like seeing like the band get set up and everything. That was cool. So next time we're going to talk about the first 2 episodes, well, the first 1 or 2 episodes, most likely 2, of the docuseries. So come back for that next time in 2 weeks. And don't forget to join our Discord so that you can follow along with our links to the things we're talking about and pictures of things we're talking about. And you can also just chat with us in there. And we also have Taylor stuff organized. For instance, the Eras Tour stuff. We also just started to upload to YouTube. So if you prefer to listen over on YouTube, you can. It is just like a cover for the video. We don't have video of us. But you can, if you prefer to listen on YouTube, you can go do that. We're in the slow process of uploading our old episodes onto YouTube. So be aware of that as well. So pay attention to the number. The old ones are listed. They have 2024 in parentheses. So check out all our other episodes if you're new here. And very exciting things happening. And with all that being said, we will talk to you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.